How does global warming affect polar bears? Polar bears are iconic species of the Arctic, relying on sea ice for survival. Global warming poses a significant threat to their existence by altering their habitat and food sources. I am going to explore how global warming affects polar bears and the broader implications of Arctic ecosystems. Polar bears primarily live in the Arctic, in areas where they have access to sea ice. Their habitat spans across several countries and regions, including North America, Greenland, and Russia. Polar bears' primary food source are seals, stalking them at their breathing holes in the ice, ambushing seals as they rest on the ice as well. Polar bears are apex predators who primarily prey on seals, particularly the weak, sick, or young individuals. This predation helps keep seal populations healthy and prevents overpopulation, which could otherwise disrupt the balance of the Arctic ecosystem. The rapid reduction of ice in the Arctic is primarily caused by the climate change and associated global warming. The Arctic is warming about 2 times faster than the global average, which is known as Arctic amplification. You can see this on the graph below, the rapid decline since the 1970s up until the mid-2010s. This is particularly due to the albedo effect, where ice and snow have high reflectivity and reflect most of the sunlight back into space. As ice melts, it exposes darker surfaces like ocean water, which absorb more sunlight instead of reflecting it. This increases warming, leading to more ice melting. Polar bears are forced to spend more time on land, where food is scarce. They resort to scavenging, which cannot meet their dietary needs, leading to malnutrition and starvation. Polar bears must swim greater distances to find food and suitable ice, leading to exhaustion and sometimes drowning, especially for small cubs. Malnourished females struggle to build the fat reserves needed for pregnancy, birth, and nursing cubs in dens. Cubs are often born underweight or fail to survive in their first year. They are also drawn to human settlements in the search of food, leading to dangerous encounters. This increases the likelihood of bears being killed to protect communities. Fewer polar bears can lead to an overabundance of seals, which may overexploit fish stocks and other marine resources, disrupting the food web. Without the predatory pressure from polar bears, seals may change their distribution and behavior, potentially affecting other species that share habitats with seals. Species like the walrus and seals are also losing resting and birthing platforms as sea ice diminishes. Almost all countries have committed to limiting global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius, with an aspirational target of 1.5 Celsius. Countries have set national determined contributions (NDCs) that outline their emissions reduction goals. However, these pledges need to be significantly strengthened to meet the 1.5 Celsius degree target. Every 5 years, countries update their NDCs and review global progress toward the 1.5 Celsius goal. This helps ensure greater ambition in the future, although many countries' current pledges fall short of what is needed to be reached. Establishing marine protection areas, known as MPAs, help protect species at the risk of extinction, including polar bears, walruses, seals, and various fish. By limiting human activities, MPAs provide a safe environment for these species to survive, reproduce, and recover. Researchers place GPS collars on polar bears to track their movements across vast Arctic landscapes, as you can see below. with a polar bear named Daphne. These collars can provide real-time data on a bear's location, which is crucial for understanding their range, migration patterns, and how they are responding to habitat changes like melting ice. Organizing workshops, talks, and exhibitions in local communities, zoos, aquariums, and museums may educate people about polar bears and the Arctic environment. Partnering with local artists and environmental groups can make these events more engaging and help highlight regional connections to global conservation efforts. Reducing carbon footprints, supporting conservation organizations, and advocating for climate policies are key actions that individuals, communities, businesses, and governments can take to combat climate change and protect polar bears and other vulnerable species. Enforcing stricter emission regulations, funding Arctic research, and collaborating on international agreements are crucial steps in tackling the global climate crisis and safeguarding the Arctic ecosystem. Addressing global warming requires a unified, collective effort at every level, individual, community, business, and government, to ensure the survival of polar bears and the health of our environment. Thank you very much.